Okay, gang, we back. We got somebody on the chopping block. And Cat Williams is going totally ballistic today, super ballistic, out of control. And we gonna get right
And
into
then
it,
it
man.
doesn't taste like it's got artificial colors, and it doesn't taste like it's got artificial flavors. It's a
Alright, Cat Williams is about to go off, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's check it out. Let's get into it. We're gonna be making some brief stops and pauses. Hold on, let me put up my disclaimer real quick.
Viewer discretion advised.
This video contains gratuitous use of profanity and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and original thought. Viewer discretion advised.
Alright, let's get into this shit real quick.
it's a fine product.
He's a connoisseur. You can tell he's a connoisseur. He's a cognac connoisseur. He understands the method that goes into making cognac.
Right. Well, as a comedian, you get free drinks at the club. So all comedians either turn out to be connoisseurs like myself,
right,
or straight up and down alcoholics like 60% of Hollywood.
Well, thanks for stopping by the club. I understand that you're very, very busy, and for you to take time out of your busy schedule and stop in today, we really, really appreciate it here at Club Shay Shay. So thanks for stopping by, Cat.
And I needed you to know why I came by.
Yeah, I need you to tell us why.
People know I don't go everywhere. I'm not interested in talking to people unless it's like a Larry King or somebody of an amazing ilk that I would actually want to go talk to in real life.
Okay.
I don't do it so I can sell product, and I got things to sell, so let me come talk. You have a great product here, and as a fan base, we love the attention that you spend on the guest. We love how much work you've done, how well you know them, how prepared you are. The same things that we liked about you in football. You brought that on over to here, and that's why it resonates. And the reason I had to come is because you've made a safe place for the truth to be told. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I have watched all of these lowbrow comedians come here and disrespect you in your face and tell you straight up lies. I'm talking about things that have never been heard in all of Black Hollywood. They feel comfortable sitting here and lying to you about it.
You gonna set the record straight?
Are you kidding me? You let Ricky Smiley sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday After Next, the one I was in. I wish all of America fumbled a bit when that happened. And then he said some stuff that we haven't heard in 100 years in Hollywood. You ain't say nothing. This man told you he had Cat Williams' role. He was gonna be Money Mike.
Wait.
And Cat Williams was gonna be the Santa Claus. Now three quick points. You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus?
Now this is where Cat Williams starts to get very, very, very surgical with it. Let's check it out.
That weigh 145 pounds. That's your story. Your story is the Ricky Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. He was gonna play the pimp. Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?
Well, I didn't know
He shouldn't be able, you wouldn't let a athlete that been on steroids talk about one of the greats. Ricky Smiley can't act because Ricky Smiley can't act. He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere. You telling this man, you stole that. Oh, so he could get his name in the same sentence with a great one. It is sad. He was just that bitter when we were shooting it. He told everybody, it should have been my role. Everybody on the scene. Why do you think no cast member has ever said anything?
He couldn't have played that role like you. I thought he was.
Sir, no one, why no, he was with KD? He beat up Terry Crews? Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood, they switched off roles. You take this and what?
So
Ricky Smiley knows this, and I don't know why he would lose a child and come on the air and start lying. That's why people believe in rituals right there. It's because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie, but I can tell you this. We auditioned in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I was audition number 201. 200 black comedians auditioned for the role of Money.
Now you can look into Cat Williams' eyes right now. It really seems like he's telling the truth.
What?
It really looks like he's becoming to get sincere and he's starting to like dissect this shit. Check him out, y'all. Check him out.
Mike with me. You're saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days? The truth of the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom, and that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with. Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we're talking about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy,
right,
where I have all the credibility and all the pull. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves a rape. And rape is never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are. If you would allow me to allow us to do this movie.
He got a point there. But some people, like Hassandra, he likes to use that for clout. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not really sure. I'm not trying to feel sorry for everybody that's claiming the rape unless they not trying to use it for clout. You feel what I'm saying?
Without a black man getting raped in it, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting raped. So considering that's the real story, why would you bring up that story? 35 members of the cast and crew have never brought up that Ricky Smiley was gonna play Money Mike. No one ever saw me put on a Santa Claus suit. We got a wardrobe department. They made a Santa Claus suit for me. Why that wasn't in the bloopers? Why? And here's the other thing. Everything that Money Mike said, Katt Williams wrote. So what Ricky Smiley say on his?
Ain't that some shit?
You can't say my lines, I wrote them.
Wow, I didn't know he even wrote those.
That's how I already know that I'm gonna be funnier than you. What he told everybody was Katt Williams, and don't nobody know who he is. I'm on the radio. I'm with Steven Said. Everybody know me. That's what he told everybody that was listening to him on the set. That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then. He was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did. It's in my contract.
Ooh.
Why would you put that in your contract, Cat?
That's where he's a believable actor.
Oh, shit.
Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life.
He's right about that.
They play good women. And I believe that the best actor should be in the best role.
So that's why, because when we released that clip and he said that, you responded because he said he was supposed to play Money Mike and you were supposed to play Santa Claus.
An outright lie.
Wow, I guess
that he knows is a lie.
So why would he say it?
Because he's a liar. Nobody knows why liars lie. And that's why I had to come on the program. Cedric did the same thing.
It's fine.
Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke? Yeah. He said, it don't line up. How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 2018? You came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019 and then did it on the Kings of Comedy. Like, what doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good old baby and look like Mr.
He
Potato
ain't lying
Head.
though.
There ain't
That
none.
nigga can't really
You have to
pronounce
have
words like that. He ain't
range.
lying though, for real.
I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Cat Williams in there.
I don't know.
That's
I don't
right.
know, Cat.
That's
We might
right.
not let you
That's
drink
right.
anymore
That's
the
right.
way
That's right.
I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol. I've had a sip, less than you.
I think he is
Truth
using
don't
other
need
drugs though,
motivation.
but
I'm just saying
we'll
I
let him
can't
tell
let
it, right?
these
Get back
dudes lie. Cedric's sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off his stomach sitting over here. Why I'm not a movie star. What?
It's a situation.
He never wrote anything. Remember, when Cedric the Entertainer starts, he's supposed to be singing, dancing, and telling jokes. That's why he's called the Entertainer.
Right.
The
We
entertainer,
found out
he's
he
right
can't
about
sing,
that. He's right.
can't
He's right.
dance, and doesn't
He said he
write
doing the album.
jokes. He did 4 comedy specials. They're so bad, Shannon, they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again
Oh,
for the audience?
shit.
They're so bad that they're
Oh.
not available on Netflix or Tubi.
You don't think Sam's a good comedian?
The world doesn't think
Yo,
that.
Cat
I
is
have
opening
12
up right now.
comedy
Check him out.
specials. He
Nah,
has 4
that nigga
specials
Cat
that are
Williams is
not
getting serious. Check him out.
available on Netflix or Tubi.
It seems to me, Cat, that you had a lot to get off your chest.
No,
Look at that
no.
face.
You wanted to set the
I-
record straight.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. I don't say any of these things if my name is not breached by these people on your platform. If you give a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened, it's untrue, and there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying.
So let me ask you this. What is your relationship with Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, and Cedric the Entertainer as you sit here currently?
For 30 years,
Get him,
they're
Cat.
a group. These aren't 3 random guys. The way that Ricky Smiley kept appearing at all of my auditions is because of Steven said he would tell anybody that, listen, they got a gang on that side. They know what it is. They know who the gang is. Why
Gang,
Earthquake
gang,
not
gang,
in
gang,
movies?
gang, gang.
Because he's illiterate. He can't read. And they found that out when they gave him a show and put the cards in front of him. Like, all of these dudes are co-entwined and they share secrets. And this is the age of truth. And the truth doesn't need
Get him,
to be
Cat.
scared
Get him,
of
Cat.
the fact
Get him.
that people tell lies. Cat's on drugs. Where are the stories? Why is there no story of anybody who ever sold a drug to me, did a drug with me, was around me when I was inebriated? I got 5 daughters. I got 5 sons. Why would we tell these ridiculous stories? Because it's competition. You feel like, well, why comedy guys can't just get along?
Yes.
Why didn't you get along with the other teams you were competing against? If you're a Denver Bronco, why you don't get along with the Cowboys? Something wrong with you?
But I don't
Cat
disagree.
checking
I
him
don't
right
know
now.
about
He
all
getting
the
checked.
Cowboys.
He getting
Cat,
checked.
damn, you like this?
No, that's
okay,
not.
what comedians do you like?
Did you play against the team?
Yes.
I've taken 46 comedians with me on the road. 46.
Okay.
I'm not the comedian you can give that to. I only put on comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. There's nobody
Yeah,
like
he
me
throwing
in the
shots now.
business.
Shots-
Faison
shots
just called
fired.
straight.
Faison said that getting a Netflix special is easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Faison got? 0.
So it
Why
can't
is
be-
he
Donut.
allowed to have
Donut.
conversations about real stand-up people? We do not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. That's all. As a journalist. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't harbor any resentment to any of these
agree
entities
with him.
because I can't be jealous. I've
I
never
agree.
seen them have anything that I ever wanted. If you sign up for their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview.
Oh,
in
man, come on.
Listen, in 20 years, won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and that she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm
Anywhere.
not
He had
talking
to
about
fall
one
back. He
person.
fell
What I
back.
just told you applies to 7 people. how they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side.
That's it.
And we don't care nothing about the other side.
Nothing at all.
Period. All of these big dick
KATT doing God's work. KATT doing God's work.
Catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
What?
The truth is the light.
Truth is the light.
Amen, amen.
Gee.
He had a drink to that. He had to have a drink to that one right there, yo.
I'm getting on here.
All right.
He said, let's
After
get
that, I
one
don't
in.
really kind of know where to go.
He going in
One more
right now.
time.
He going in right now. KATT going in
Right.
right now, y'all.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, why did he get blackballed?
Yeah.
Oh, because
I was gonna ask you that.
because in 30 years I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be
right.
You
doing,
will tell it.
That's right.
no, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I should know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not
Right.
the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no
I don't know
stories
if that's
of
true,
doing
KATT.
nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with KATT because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios
I
have
don't know,
ever
KATT.
said that. Look at
I
my
got a
IMDb.
clip. I got a
It will
clip.
show you
I
that
got a
no
clip.
studio has ever lost money with me on the script.
Okay.
How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike. Because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I
Money
designed the
Mike.
hair
Ricky
for
Smiley,
Money
what you gonna
Mike.
say, Ricky
I
Smiley?
collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told them to go get the Prowler. I then told them to paint it purple. I told them don't have an actor as playing a pimp. We
Y'all
could get
remember
an
that Prowler?
actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan to play. Like I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that
But I
no
didn't
one's
know it
ever
was a
heard.
lie.
Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody
That
has
means you
ever
ain't doing your
heard,
due diligence. You gotta do your due
Ben
diligence,
Affleck
gangster.
and Matt Damon was in a movie, and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. And, like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, Kat. Normally, when people will
KATT,
give you
tell 'em how
information,
it is.
I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time, and they're giving information no one else knows or has ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
These are like, this is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing
In
5
cash.
shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man.
Ain't that so?
Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history.
They do.
Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made all lies.
What?
Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for
Say it
him
ain't
never
so.
getting a standing ovation at any
Well, I never
comedy
said-
club. He already had his
shit.
deals
I
when
never
he got
knew
here.
that.
Have
I
we
never knew
heard of
that.
a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a
Talk
plant
heavy.
is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words.
Finish him.
He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing?
Wow.
It didn't happen.
Wow.
It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you.
We don't
Like
believe
it's
you.
important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything.
Talk heavy.
That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one
Talk
job
heavy,
of
talk
somebody
heavy,
that
talk
sold their
heavy.
soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25
Oh,
years?
shit.
If what I say ain't the case.
Woo.
It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock
Talk
with who
heavy,
they rock
talk
with,
heavy,
and they
Kat.
don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change
on
when
with
I
it, Kat.
change
Come on
teams.
with
That
it.
remains the same. That's how a legacy is built.
So-
all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my
What?
agency.
What?
What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, it's 3 other black guys on there. Woo. Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get the
I told him no. What y'all do?
Oh, shit.
And this is why when I walk in a
No,
room,
this is
heads
why
go
Kat is
down.
going crazy. Yeah, he's blasting.
Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous.
Right.
But in my face, no.
No,
The king has walked in
no.
and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he has 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows.
Talk
He
about
stopped
it.
stand-up
Talk
because
about
he
it.
got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Cat Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Cat Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What?
Come on with it. Come on with it.
You called Ocean 11 to get that nigga's part. What do you mean you didn't want to be a movie star?
Oh, shit.
So on the behalf of Bernie, I would have to say what I have to say.
Have
On
you
behalf
ever
of
been
all
on,
truth.
have you ever been on tour with any of these guys?
Every guy I mentioned to you is not funny out there in real life.
Oh, shit. He's shitting on these niggas.
So no.
So, no.
Faison's never done his own tour in 30 years. Steve Harvey don't do stand-up no more. Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write. Ricky Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever. Like, you can't get a young fan base with that. Like, you gotta be doing karaoke around the country to make that work.
Right.
And he is.
Shit, he's firing.
But I'm a stand-up comedian.
Right,
This is my
Kat.
19th 100-city tour.
1900.
I'm not gonna have a conversation with these lazy bums that'll take a shortcut at any point. Yes, it's easier
Yo,
for you
that
to
means
juice
he
than to
did
get in the gym.
1900
But you
shows in
don't
his
get
career.
to bring that body in here talking crazy.
Talk about how good you look.
What? No, there's too many comics out there that are putting their life on the line to tell these jokes, man.
Okay. Let's get to your upbringing. We're going to circle back and we'll get
I want to protect him real quick because you had said for the Kings of Comedy, it was in 2018, 2019, but did you mean 1999? Because it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
No, I didn't. No. So what I meant to say was, remember, he said I couldn't do stand-up anymore. I had 7 TV shows. I said he didn't have any of those TV shows at the time.
I know you talking about Cedric.
Joke stealing from Cedric.
Yeah, Cedric.
So
Okay,
you had
so-
said that
okay.
2018, 2019, but it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
Okay, no.
They talking
What
about
comes out in
Cedric the
2000?
Entertainer when he
The
stole
original
that joke
Kings
with
of
the
Comedy.
car,
Right.
y'all. Check it out.
I'm on BET's Comic View, and they're using this as the commercial in 1998.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying.
That's facts. I
Yeah.
seen
So
it.
if I said the dates wrong, yeah. So
Yes. Let's go back and clear that up.
Nah, you on point. You on point.
said-
You on point.
yeah.
I had Cedric on here, and I asked him about the joke stealing,
Yeah.
and he said the timeline doesn't add up.
Correct.
To that point, you
Fuck
say
out of here.
Right. So he thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody
Yup.
would know.
Right. Yup.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke.
Right.
And this joke is one of those jokes in comedy where you set it up and it takes a little longer to set it up, takes about 3 minutes, but then you're just hitting them with jokes after
Hitting
that
them,
because you
coming.
don't
I
have
seen
to
it.
set it up.
Right.
Mark Curry had already helped me work on this joke because I thought it was good because I was getting a standing ovation on it. He had me go back in the lab and help me craft it to be an even more powerful joke. So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I seen it, y'all. I
1998.
wish I had the clip. My bag. Salute modesty.
I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke.
Right.
2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy. And he's doing it verbatim. He's just changed my car into a spaceship.
From the car to the spaceship.
Him
Wow.
and Steve had already apologized for me, so I gave him a pass for a decade. Why would you sit here and be like, I saw KATT 30 times, and KATT didn't do, as I stand before you, Shannon. I would have bust Cedric's stomach. There was nothing that would have kept me from one of these in that patch right there. Like, are you kidding me? Why would you downplay me like that? Why did I give you a pass if you were just gonna lie? And so that's what I'm saying. Like, they're all a group. Cedric, Steve, Ricky, they've been a group. Everybody
They've been a
knows
group.
that.
They all
They've
a
been
group,
aligned.
yo. They all a group.
And there are these alliances in comedy. And if you
Yeah.
stand against them,
Gang,
then they
gang,
sometimes
gang.
have a problem. But we don't let that change the content because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Woo!
Can you believe
Go
we're
ahead
this
with
deep
it.
into the NFL season? We got to make every second count.
All right,
With
let's get outta
DraftKings
here.
Sportsbook, you can make
This is good footage right here. This is good content right here. Cat Williams did his thing, man. He really let it be known. He didn't hold back no punches or nothing. And he aired their asses the fuck out. That was a fatality. That was a fatality. Hit that like button on the way in. Hit that like button on the way out. Sub up, bells on. Y'all already know. We in and we out. We having a good time. You know what I'm saying? We trying to make sure y'all learn something from this God's work. You know what I'm saying? Yo, DJ, drop my shit.
Struggle, man. Struggle, man. Struggle, man. Get up and grind, never be lazy.